Hey everyone! Welcome back to my Let's Play of the Great Ace Attorney Chronicles. We last left off, we found out that the person who burned in the omnibus was none other than McGilden himself, which is a little twisted. I mean, I knew he was kind of like a a trash bag slash terrible person is what I was trying to say underneath it all, but that was kind of a rough way to go. I'm not sure who I'm suspecting for it. It might be... It's too easy, I think, to blame it on Baron Van Zeeks, but the fact that they're like, oh, he never loses, and we're like, ah, yeah, he lost to us, and then I say they're like, but what's his face? The Inspector Gregson? I think that was his name. Gregson's like, no, I don't mean like they necessarily lose the trial, like they lose their, like, he like gets the what's it called? The last word, I guess. And in this case, it would be like killing McGilden even though he lost the trial. I don't know. That might be the easy answer as to who did it. I kind of hope it's not, but it's probably gonna be like Edgeworth, where you think he's a terrible person, which at times he could be, but really it's some more underlying, deeper, darker thing going on. So we'll see, but whatever. We're starting our next case. Once again, another person who has no representation, so we kind of were forced to empathetically feel guilty and agree. So we're gonna go and investigate, I think, the scene of the crime and the prison cell where the suspect is. So let's go to the scene of the crime first. I think that would be fun. But I want to say real quick before we do, thank you guys so much for your continued support of the series. I hope you're still having fun, and let's freaking go! 19th of February, Briar Road. Oh, a snowman! So, this is where it happened. Briar Road. Ah! Look, Mr. Naruhoto! Look at that regulation metal helmet! It's unmistakable! The men at Scotland Yard are here. They're investigating as we speak. That is their job, you know? But Mr. Naruhoto, to see one with my own eyes! They're often depicted in the adventures of Herlock Sholmes, but I never dreamt I'd ever come this close. To a real Bobby's helmet! What? The helmet? Hee, of course. I have to try out one on one day. Well, I hope your Hattie dream comes true. Girl, calm down. Huh, I don't see Inspector Gregson anywhere. Shall we see if we can sneak past and investigate the scene of the stabbing? Why should we sneak? I don't want to upset one of those bobbies and be butted on the head by one of those metal helmets. My skull would crack in two, I'm sure. Oh no, an English bobby would never do such a thing. This is a land of gentlemen, you know. Sure, Susato, sure. Let's see. A building. Socks. William Robbins. Fractional... What does that say? I have no idea. A snowman. Hehe, what a delightful snowman. I didn't realize the English had a tradition of making snowmen as well. It looks a little creepy, though. Oh, it has a scarf, look. You'd need one if you were out in this freezing cold all the time. I wish I had one. I'm afraid our budget is somewhat frozen at the moment, too. We certainly can't afford a scarf. Surely the snowman here wouldn't miss his. But the person who made the snowman certainly would. Yes, I know, you're right. Anyway, even if I borrowed it, it wouldn't do much to warm my neck, would it? It's covered in snow. Why do I feel like there's gonna be like the knife is hidden in the snowman or some bullshit like that? Oh, got a carriage too soon. Oh, that's a Scotland Yard carriage. They use vehicles like that to rush to crime scenes and cart away criminals. You're very well informed, aren't you? It's long been a dream of mine to ride one of those through the streets of London. Well, just pick up a stone and throw it through one of the windows then. But that would mean being arrested in order to ride it. Wouldn't it? Still, if it's the only way, help me find a good stone. No, 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 I wasn't serious. Girl, calm down. Kennerson Brewery. I can't see that word. That's one of those words that's like, my mouth cannot. Brewery? Brewery? Brewery. Oh wow, a dented bicycle. That's probably not relevant. Strand Street. That's a rather typical old brick building, isn't it? I'm sure it has a long and interesting history. Why can't I talk? Well, time certainly seems to have taken its toll on the place. It's crooked and sagging all over. In fact, it looks in decidedly worse shape than the other houses around here. Oh yeah, you can see like that first column right there by your head is like bent outwards. That's not good. We must find some cheap lodgings ourselves as soon as possible. Yes, you're right. Cheap, but ideally with reasonably level floors. Yeah, I don't want it caving in on us. Oh, look at the windows of that building there. Are you sure they're windows? Yes, but they're all filled in with bricks. Oh, you're right. I wonder why. Perhaps it's an empty property where nobody lives at the moment. There's smoke coming from the chimneys, though. Oh dear, everything still feels very foreign. There's so much we have to learn about this place. I think it's just decoration, right? Maybe I don't know, though. I don't know everything about anything. There are piles of snow on the pavement here and there, but the road itself is covered in carriage tracks. It seems carriages often travel down Briar Road. It soon disperses all the snow. I slipped over when I was walking down the pavement earlier. It seems like it would be far safer to walk on the road instead. Oh, but you're rather small, Mr. Naruhoto, and dressed in all black. I worry coachmen might not see you, and you could be flattened by horses. Well, thank you for the rather small concern. Thank you, Susato. Oh, a British bicycle, look! Although the wheel is so misshapen, I'm sure it couldn't possibly be ridden anymore. Someone must have been doing some breakneck cycling. It seems bicycles have become extremely popular in London recently. There's even a movement to change women's dress to allow them to ride as well. The bicycle fad won't last. I don't see why anyone would want to ride something like that. Huh! No, yo, wait! That's because Phoenix Wright rides the bicycle everywhere in freaking Ace Attorney, like everywhere. He doesn't have a car, so that's hilarious. Goodness, do you dislike bicycles? No, not at all. I mean, it's not that I dislike them exactly. I just hope my ancestors never used them. No, it's just that any occupation that involves taking both your feet off firm ground seems reckless. If you'd ever tried walking on stilts and fallen into a river, I know you'd agree with me. What? We'll have to hire a bicycle sometime. You can sit behind me while I ride you around. Just drag your feet across the ground. It's okay. We got... Oop. The clouds look so big and heavy in the sky, don't they? And with the dense fog as well, everything looks hazy. Well, it is known as Foggy London Town. I can just make out some sort of a spire through the fog. It looks like it's still being built, too. Oh yeah, over there on the right. Aha! Yes! That must be the Crystal Tower, being built for the great exhibition that's to open in 6 months' time. Apparently it's going to be very striking. Lace on all sides, and the symbolic centerpiece of the exhibition. It's to be the largest exposition in history, is it? I can't even begin to imagine it. Damn. Yeah, right here. Yo, that's gonna be in one case. Someone's gonna die in it or fall off of it. I can already feel it in my bones. Anything over here? Nah? Nay? Okay, so just these guys? That's one of the officers from Scotland Yard. The police are making sure the crime scene is undisturbed. I have a feeling that if we wander too close, we'll be clapped in irons. I think perhaps you're being a little overcautious. We've done nothing wrong, so we have no cause for concern. Oh no, I'm not getting caught out again. Twice is enough. Twice I found myself in handcuffs, despite not knowing a thing about what was going on. Yes, you've had some dreadful experiences. I'm sure it's that wide-eyed look of panic you're so prone to. It does you no favors at all. Thanks, Susato. Why don't you call me out? Wait, so are we not going to the crime scene? Oh, wait, hold on. This patch of pavement must be where the incident occurred. Yes, it's it's a very wide open space, isn't it? That's true. I can't see anywhere an attacker could have been hiding. Ah, Jesus Christ! Oi, what are you foreigners doing here? Oh, sorry. Oh, we, just investigating the scene, of course. Conspiring with that mustache fellow from Japan, are you? Conspiring? Come here to destroy evidence, have ya? Get out of here before I give you an iron. Go on. Wait, that mustache fellow from Japan? He shoot us away like rats. Yes, we should give him a wide berth, I think. What a disappointing experience. Wait, a mustache fellow from Japan? Wait, am I losing my mind? Who the hell's that? What? Wait, he's not from Japan, he's got a mustache. Okay. Sure. Okay, can I not do anything here? I guess not. Well, rip. Let's see. Move. Are you sure we've asked everything we need to, Mr. Naruhoto? No, I'm not. Wait, where? Hold on. Let me scan the scene. I'm glad they added this, like, back in the old Phoenix Wright games, they didn't have this, like, check mark to let you know when you've already checked something. And that was terrible, because you would, like, go over the same stuff, like, multiple times, just trying to figure out what the heck you hadn't clicked on yet. I hated it. It might be one of those things they got from that crossover with, what the heck is it called? Professor Layton. Because Professor Layton's had that for a while, I think. Could be wrong, though. It's all a blur, because I've played them, you know, all of them for both series over the years. Start to blur together a little bit. There's nothing here. What does she want me to do? Let me see. Scotland Yard carriage. Throw a stone. Okay, maybe we'll come back. Let's wait. Let's go here. The prison. Yay, prison! Let me take a drink of water. 19th of February, local prison, cell 9. So these are British prison cells. They're kind of creepy, oh my god. Oh, they're ghastly. It feels just like a dungeon. Yes, and having experienced it in Japan myself, I can assure you that our wooden cells feel a lot cozier than these cold stone walls. Oh, don't, Mr. Naruhoto. You're making it seem worse. Apparently, our client is in this cell here. But it's so dark at the back there, I can't make him out. I wonder what he's like. Oh, Jesus! Inmate 53, your legal representative is here to see you. Stop by at the back of the cell and show your face at once. Am I? Am I a cat, as yet with no name, calling me by a number? It's utterly, unbelievably, unjustly unreasonable. God, I refuse to answer. Mr. Naruhoto, what? What do you think is going on here? I think he's batshit crazy. I have no idea. But I wasn't just hearing things, was I? That tirade of complaints was in Japanese. Oh! Bro, why are your eyes so scary? Excuse me, but who— Shh! Quiet! Maybe he shouldn't have an accent, like an English accent then. Oh, he just looks nervous. They're all around, hiding. I know they are. They're watching, listening. Even now, I can sense it. Yeah, it sounds good. Right. So could I ask you who exactly— There you are! You've come to curse me, haven't you? Don't try to hide it. You're a ghost. A ghost? Okay, so this is the mustached man from Japan that bailiff must have been talking— or that Bobby must have been talking about. Bro, can you take 3 breaths for me, please, and just calm the hell down? We mean you no harm, prisoner-san. Are you... Japanese, by any chance? Oh, his eyes are normal. Now? This is... beyond my wildest dreams! Oh god. Oh god. Someone help me. SOS. Forgive me for that outburst before. I'm so sorry. Oh, it's fine. We were just a little surprised, that's all. Imagine it! It's been 12 long months since I left my hometown, and here I am, in a frightful fix in a foreign land! So hearing the sweet, sentimental tones of a compatriot's voice here in this damp, dark hellhole was a most monumentally moving moment! Who could have guessed that this new client Lord Strongheart assigned to us would be batshit crazy, or turn out to be a fellow Japanese? Ah! What compassion my fellow countrymen show! To dispatch a first-class lawyer all the way from Japan to defend a mere foreign student! Noble, nurturing, never-failing Nippon! A first-class lawyer? Sarah, Zaimus. Oh dear, I think there's been something of a misunderstanding here. I wonder, would you be so kind as to tell us what's happened? Why you've been detained as a suspect, for example? Yes, I can, I will! Shan't stay sullen and silent! I'm not quite sure I understand what he means, but he seems happy. I don't know if happy's the word for it. Susato. Sorry, some notification popped up on my computer, I got confused. Yes, he does. I just hope he actually has a good reason to be. Thank you for your cooperation. I am a lawyer, as you said. My name is Ryunosuke Naruhoto. And I am Naruhoto-san's judicial assistant, Susato Mikotoba. I am a visiting student sent here by our government. Notoriously named Natsume! Soseki Natsume. Kinda scares me, I'm not gonna lie. Soseki Natsume. Soseki Natsume-san? What an unusual name. Call me Soseki, please. I'm a poet, you see. A writer of haiku. It's something of a nom de plume. A nom de plume? You mean an alias? That's right, Naruhoto-san. No! Don't be so prosaic. It's a much more refined than that. And haiku? That really reminds me of home. Did I hear you say that you were a visiting student sent over here by the government? Yes, that's right. A year ago I was told to go and study English. First I had to suffer that misery, and now this! That's beyond the pale! Suffer that misery? Did you not want to study here? No, I mean, I've had an interest in Great Britain for some years, of course. Oh. But! Just because the government tells you to do something doesn't mean you can do it? No! What do you mean? If they told me to study English literature, that I could have understood. That's my field. But no, they told me to study the English language. Utterly, unbelievably, unjustly, unreasonable. I see. Only the other day I was told to send a report about my first year here. I tendered a blank piece of paper. Wise words on white washi. You must be a man of great standing. Oh yes, so I'm often told. And often like to be told, it seems. Okay, the accusation against you. Yeah, why would he kill some random girl? Could you perhaps tell us exactly why you've been arrested, Soseki-san? I didn't do it! I didn't commit that atrocious murder! Murder? Oh, no, it's alright. The woman didn't actually die, did she? But she was stabbed with a knife right before my eyes! Before your eyes? You mean you saw the attacker? I didn't see anyone. What? If I'd seen the person who did it, Do you think I'd be locked up in here? Oh dear, seems this case is becoming rather complicated. Why me? Why me? Why did that silly woman have to be stabbed in front of me? It's the curse of London. It's incredibly, inexcusably, irritatingly inconvenient. So, Soseki-san was there at the scene, but he didn't see the attacker. It's vital that we find out more about the case. Okay. Did they hide in the snowman? About the case. It was an accursed evening, just after the snow had started to clear and heavy with fog. I'd been to the bookshop to buy some books, and I was on my way back to my accursed lodgings. Sure, the bookshop wasn't accursed too? Oh, sure, the bookshop wasn't accursed too? As I was walking along that accursed pavement, I could make out the sole silhouette of another ahead of me. A woman, wearing a green overcoat she was, and just as I went to overtake her... Whoa, what? She suddenly let out a little scream and collapsed under the cold, hard slabs of stone at my feet. Oh God. How terrible. I called out to the woman, but she didn't move. It was like a ghostly, ghoulish, grim graveyard. Slight exaggeration there, perhaps. Bro, you need to calm down. I was terrified. I had to get away from there. So I ran, as fast as my legs would carry me back to my accursed lodgings. That's not good. They'll say it was shameful, I know, to run away like that. Tell me, Soseki-san, was the victim an acquaintance of yours? Don't be ridiculous. Do you think I know any of these fair-haired English, and a young woman at that? I'm diffident, shy, timid, unsure. I can't talk to people. I see. A young woman unknown to Soseki-san. And at the time it happened, who else did you see nearby? Did anybody pass you? Regrettably, apart from myself and the woman, I didn't see a soul. No one? Oh, great. So the victim was unknown to you, and there was nobody else on the street at the time. That creates something of a conundrum, doesn't it? Huh? What conundrum? That he's innocent, obviously. I mean, who the hell else could have done it then? What do you mean, Suzaru-san? What's the conundrum? Well, if what Soseki-san has just told us is true, there's something I can't explain. He says that he didn't know the victim, and that there was no one else at the scene. Then, he apparently fled without having been seen. I did! Wait, then who the heck reported on him then? But if that's the case, hold on, my headset. Ooh. Surely this man has to be the culprit? Ah! You! What did you say? Nothing. I didn't say anything. Oops. Perhaps I thought that a little loudly. Actually, that's not what was troubling me. What I was thinking was, how did Soseki-san actually come to be arrested? Sorry? He didn't touch the victim, and there was nobody at the scene to see him. So, how did the police ever discover that he was there in the first place? Oh yes, she's right. That's a good point. Oh God. It was him. That accursed great detective. He led the police to me. Of all the bad luck. Accursed great detective? Could it be? I shall never forget that man's name as long as I live. With his haughty laugh and his self-proclaimed greatness. Rash, big-headed busybody, be gone! May you be cursed till the end of your days, Herlock Sholmes. I knew it. Yeah, damn Sherlock. Herlock. Mr. Sholmes? I mean, did we really think we were gonna go this long in London without seeing him? I mean, come on. Herlock Sholmes. Well, I didn't expect to hear that name from this man's lips, that's for sure. It was the morning after that nightmare had unfolded on the pavement before me. I was gnawing on a sliver of hard cheese when some men suddenly burst in through the door. What? They started shouting at me, "This is the police! Put the weapon down!" Yes, it was a thin silver sliver weapon. Yes, it was hard, but I wasn't eating a weapon. Disgusting dietary discrimination devils! Yo, it's just G's. You clearly had a trying morning yesterday. And there he was, in the middle of all the policemen, grinning like a Cheshire cat. That Herlock Sholmes. It's actually just Herlock Sholmes. He's English. Or was he saying airlock? I've since found out that he's a famous name in detection here in London. Yes, the great detective is really well known. And his overly sharp mind managed to deduce my whereabouts, apparently. He thinks I'm the knife-wielding madman. Me, this weak, stooped kitten of a man. I wonder what great deduction process led him to his conclusion this time. Probably not so great. Do you mean to say that Mr. Sholmes' deduction was the only reason the police arrested you? That would be really most unreasonable. Yeah, well, you know, everyone just tends to believe Erlock. Well, the thing is, I was thrown into a panic when they barged their way in. Of course you were. That's only natural. I was terrified and trembling, and they kept throwing question after question at me in impossible English. Fair, fiendish, foreign film flammery. God, I wish he would stop doing that. Well, we are in England. You can't really blame them for questioning you in English. Good point, but my mind went blank. I knew I had to answer, but I didn't know what to say. So I just kept repeating things like, yes, I do, and I'm fine. The next thing I knew, I was in manacles, and before I knew it, I was thrown in here. Oh dear, I'm afraid that's hardly surprising. I'm fine? He's not fine now. Yo, bro, I say that all the time, I understand. Mr. Naruhoto Esquire! What? Oh, you can just call me Naruhoto, and when we're speaking English, a simple Mr. is more than enough. Oh, yes, alright, yes, they've really got to me. This country is poisoning my mind. Okay. But please, I beg you to defend me in court tomorrow. You can tell them what really happened. You'll do it, won't you? Well, Why? Why? Why is it so hard to say yes to me? Well, the thing is, I'm just a student like yourself, on a study tour. A student? I have defended a case in the Old Bailey, only the one, though. But at this moment in time, I really don't know what I'm supposed to believe in. I'm confused about what justice in this country even means. Oh, Naruhoto-san. I'm not even the foreign student who was supposed to be here. I'm a sort of locum lawyer, I suppose. But that armband, that's the mark of a defense lawyer from our great empire. It's a keepsake from the man who should have been here. He was my best friend. A keepsake? I know exactly what they're saying about me. Oh, who do you mean? The lawyers. All the British defense lawyers. They won't defend me. Goodness, why do you say that? For the same reason as you noted before, when it happened. There was only the victim and myself around, and I ran away from the scene of the crime. I'm not a fool. I know it looks as though I must be the culprit. It must be very hard for you, Saseki-san. Anyway, I'm a student from overseas. I'm just a foreign nobody to them. Someone not to be trusted. I heard them openly laughing about me before, in my earshot, without any compunction at all. Any trial for this man would be a waste of time, they said. And, of course, the foreigner did it. They even had the gall to say, the man doesn't understand half of what's being said anyway. That's awful. They're wrong. I've studied more English than half of the policemen out there on the streets. I've traveled halfway around the world to learn about these people's country and its great history. But no one here wants to listen to a man with a strange accent. They all hate me. So, At the very least, I'd like to entrust my fate to someone who can listen to me in my native tongue. Come on, Ryunosuke. You could do it, couldn't you? When I look into your eyes, I can see it. I can see what you've been through. Soseki-san, it's just that... Give me a little time, please. Huh? I'll do what I can for the time being. What do you mean? We shall investigate the case as thoroughly as possible. If we can find some clues, it will give us a much better chance, I'm sure. Yeah, Soseki. Oh yes, thank you. I'll be here, all alone, waiting for you. Look up student Mr. Naruhoto Esquire. We should be going then, Naruhoto-san. We have a case to prepare for. Oh man, shit's getting whack. Alright, so guess we found ourselves on another case, and Erlach Sholmes is once again being problematic. I'm gonna cut it here just because my voice kind of hurts. I think I've been talking too much today. But thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you're excited to get on with this case, because I am. And as always, feel free to leave a like, comment, favorite, or subscribe, whatever you guys are feeling. And until the next time, lights off, dark out.